Hi everyone, I'm going to show you how to use the CSEARCH conformer generator using a CSV database as the input. This might be very useful if you are working on a machine learning project, for example, since you can download databases that include smiles. You can use CSEARCH to convert them into inputs for QM programs such as Gaussian and Orca. The first thing we're going to do is to get into the AQME repository on GitHub, and then inside the example workflows folder. From here, we're going to go to the CSEARCH Simming Conformer Generation folder, and then we're going to open the CSEARCH RDKit Organics notebook. I'm going to open it on my computer with Visual Studio Code, and as you can see, it's the same notebook as I used in the first CSEARCH tutorial, but we're going to go to the cell that says bonus 2 using a CSV with many smiles. The code cell is similar to that of the first tutorial. The first part is the import part. Then we're going to define some variables starting with the CSV name. The database that I'm going to use is in a publication called ESOL by John Delaney. And all the data is in a TXT file in the supported information. I copy everything from here and then I paste it in a notepad. I'm going to copy the database again to paste it inside a CSV file called YouTubeDB. I'm going to paste it using the text import wizard. And I only need to change the delimiter type from space to comma. We have everything ready. The smiles column over here is already in the same format as AQME input, so no need to change it. This compound ID column, we're going to change the name to code_name. And since there are many inputs, I'm going to keep only until row 10. From this row to the very bottom of the file, I'm going to delete everything. And these are the components that AQME is going to work with. Okay, I save and then I copy the name of the CSV and I'm going to paste it in the CSV input variable. And the CSDF folder is going to change as well, the name. This is the folder where the SDF files are going to be created. This is the working directory, it's going to be the main directory. And the SDF path is going to be the working directory plus the name that is specified above, YouTubeDB. Then I'm going to run CSEARCH with the options that you can see here, working directory, destination, and I'm going to use RDKit as the conformer generator because it's faster than Crest. For the input, I'm going to use the CSV file. After that, I'm going to run qprep with this path for com input files for Gaussian. They are going to be in a folder called com files. This is the input SDF files that were created with CSEARCH in the previous step, and using the asterisk. Now these are the options for qprep, working directory, destination, the SDF files, and I'm going to use Gaussian as the program using these input lines. I'm going to use 24 gigabytes of memory, 8 processors. Now I run it, and you can see here how all the molecules are being calculated, and even including the import time. The program terminated in only 8.6 seconds, which is quite fast. Now we go to the working folder, and you can see how the YouTubeDB folder was created. When we get inside, you can see all the SDF files that CSEARCH created with all the conformers. And you can see that qprep created this com files folder with com files inside that basically are ready to run with Gaussian. If you have any questions about this, you can watch the first tutorial about CSEARCH that we uploaded with more basic stuff. And also, you can always send us a message or just open an issue on GitHub.